Welcome to another exciting episode of Extreme Metal Television. I'm your host, Simon. Believe it or not, I am back. I was kind of abducted for a little bit there. You might notice that we're not in our regular studio because the guys freed me. We decided to do an impromptu show just for you. Just so you know, I was abducted. You might see some promos out there for a little band called Frightenstein. Seriously, guys? No. Okay. Well, we got some great interviews for you guys. With Korpiklaani, Leave the Living, and the underground spotlight falls on the baddest band in the land, Frightenstein.
Have a very particular image. What drives you to portray this?
Basically, I think it's our entertainer side more than our musicianship. Not to downplay the music, but we kind of see ourselves more as entertainers than musicians. Well, at least myself. I don't want to speak for everybody. But, even if you're not, really into the tunes, we want everybody to at least, go away with having a good time. So that's kind of like our goal. Just, make everybody leave with a smile on their face.
The Curse of the Devil CD release party. Tell us a little bit about the album.
Let's go.
Curse of the Devil, Frightenstein. It's our second album in 14, what is it, 10, 17, 6, 3, 4 years, something like that? I don't know. We don't keep count of this. But it's got all the booming, slamming tracks that all the kids love today and all the ones that they don't. We just throw them in a pot, mix them all. Pick out the parts that you don't want to listen to, kind of like eating your vegetables. You just pick around it kind of thing. So it's good. We got some good tracks in there. I hope everybody likes it. Or else, if you don't, we're going to come and find you.
So how did you guys record the album?
We recorded it in the Grand Canyon. We stretched a bunch of cow guts right across, plucked them, and just, whatever came out of it, we just pressed record on our little machine recording device from outer space. We have the Facebook thing, Frightenstein Band 666. Frightenstein, just Frightenstein. Frightenstein 666 on the Facebook, as the kids call it, and with all the bipping and the bopping and yeah.
I've got lots of books at home with faces in them, but they're not really.
No, none of them are like this. Nah. But yeah, the Facebook, you can find us there, and come to the shows, get the album. Unfortunately, that's the only way it's available. But hey,
that's old school.
Yeah, old school. And we're just that way.
Tell me a little bit about what you guys have planned for the future.
More carnage, more records, more blood, more guts, more crazy creatures as is going to come out tonight. I seen few guys lurking out back in the alley there, some weird creatures that we might have to put in their place. Yeah, just some more craziness, and hopefully get more crazy as time goes on.
Who are some of your guys' major influences?
Well, I guess you can say when we first started was the Misfits, but that was mainly because of my influence. Because they're easy to play and whatnot, so and I'm not the greatest of musicians, so I figure, well, I'll start there. But, with the addition of these two here, they've definitely brought the heavier, more metal side. And I just try to keep up with them, so. One time, this is a true story actually. One time we were playing in southern Alberta on a reservation, and the whole time there was a couple of dogs walking around the whole place waiting, and when we finally went up, nobody came to the front but these two dogs and started rocking out with us and singing and barking to all the lyrics. So kudos to those two dogs, wherever you are. That was the best show ever.
It's called Faces of Death!
Korpiklaani released their 9th full-length album, Noita, on May 5th. EMTV's Cage caught up with the band when they rolled through town.
You worked on the previous album and Noita as well. How would you say that, for someone who hasn't heard Noita yet, how would you say the music's kind of changed, evolved?
Well, Noita is truly a different album because, first of all, it's a 5th album that we've done together with the producer Aksu Hanttu. And when Aksu joined our crew and started to be our producer, the drums and bass started to sound really good, and the metal side of the music came out much better than in the previous albums. But then all sorts of things happened during those years, like Hittavainen, who was the original violin player, he grew tired of this and wasn't so motivated to come up with fresh ideas and stuff like that. So you can kind of sense that there, that the folk elements are kind of falling behind. But now we have a new accordion player, Sami Perttula, who plays a button accordion, and that alone creates a little bit more folky or more traditional sound, the way he plays. And he drew in a lot of hours to do arrangements for the accordion about how to make the folk really stand out, because it's a lot to do about arranging, not to be override by the guitars and all the distortions and stuff like that. And for me, it allowed to have like a partner who speaks the same language. So I could finally take the true lead guitar role with the violin. That was Jonne's original idea in Korpiklaani, that all the leads will be with the violin and all the solos will be with the violin. And I'm all up to that, and on our set we have a lot of old songs that originally didn't have violin solos, but they have room for a solo. So I've been adding violin solos to the old material as we go, and now there are 5 accordion solos in Noita.
Wow!
And that's the first time ever that there's an accordion solo in Korpiklaani album, and there are another 5 violin solos over there. So the folk elements are much more prominent than they've been ever before. And that's where the essence of Korpiklaani is. It's metal, but it has that folk twist all the way. I mean, that's why we are a fun band. Yes. Because folk is about fun.
Yeah.
Metal might not be always about fun, but folk is always about fun.
Yeah.
It's about not necessarily being a perfect player, but you know, playing because you love to play.
Yeah. What are some of the themes that are covered on Noita?
Well, Noita means a witch, and that's again we face this problem that we already had this with Mana, that people's ideas and concept about the hell and underworld, they are really different from the original idea. So also with the Noita, a witch, you know, it has, in reality, it has nothing to do with those fairy tale witches or evil witches or things like that, because originally witch referred to a person with knowledge, and the knowledge referred to ways of getting contacted with the spirit world and having skills of healing and having some special knowing about the universe and how it operates. So, you know, it really escapes the ideas of good and evil in all respect.
Do you have any advice for up-and-coming bands that want to be kind of in your shoes, be touring the world?
Well, the business is crazy, and the world is changing, and you know, what worked yesterday may not work anymore, and so the only real advice that I can get is just, you know, believe in it, believe in yourself, keep doing it, and, you know, don't give a fuck what people think.
Just go and do it.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Wicked Words. I'm your host JP, and today we're going to be talking about the Bible of Butchery, the official biography of Cannibal Corpse. Bible of Butchery was written by Joel McIver, the famous English author who's written a number of well-known books, of course, the history of Metallica and the history of Cliff Burton, among many others. Working in collaboration with the band, he's produced a biography that's slightly different than your conventional book. This is very much a visual history of the band as well. He says in his notes in the introduction that he didn't want to just copy the recent history and documentary from the Centuries of Torment DVD, so he took a slightly different approach with many, many pictures scattered throughout the book, as well as lyrics, and of course it was done in conjunction with Vincent Locke, the artist whose work has graced the cover of many Cannibal Corpse books. So it is a little bit short on technical detail, but it's a perfect companion piece to the Centuries of Torment DVD. And of course, this is not to be left around on the coffee table for kids, as some of the images and lyrics are perhaps, shall we say, graphic. The book is published by Metal Blade Records and available in your local retailers now. Hey guys, check out Farmageddon, June 12th to 14th. Tickets available now on Farmageddon.ca. Bands included this year: Paul Bearer, Grim Reaper, Incantation, Archspire, Order of Chaos, and many more. For more information, check out Farmageddon.ca.
Alberta's Leave the Living just released their brand new CD, Pacifist. Make sure to check it out and check out the review that Mark wrote for it on our website, extrememetal.tv. We caught up with the band at their CD release party.
So what is the album about? What are some of your themes on it?
It's about being aware of what's going on in the world around you and what your government is actually doing in your name, and not allowing your grandparents to decide what the political system that your government is following. That's really it, standing up for your own rights as a human, as opposed to just letting other people make your choices for you.
Excellent. And you say that you're going on tour? There's been a tour announcement?
Yes, we haven't announced it yet, but we're going out with... Sorry, another word. But we are going out in July with our good friends Netherward out of Edmonton. 16 dates in 17 days over 4 provinces.
Jesus,
It's gonna be
a fun time.
It's our first one too. So
we're gonna find out if we hate each other really quick, and if we can make Sean drink the piss bottle. It's apple juice, I swear.
It's a unified propaganda machine! Attacking me! Attacking you! So what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
How did you guys as a band form, and where did your band name come from?
Well, we kind of just picked a band name. We made a list of all the names that we were kind of thinking of at the time, and Leave the Living was just the best one.
What were some of the other ones?
I don't even know.
Embrace the throb.
Burning a Nation was one.
Oh yeah, Burning a Nation.
I guess.
Burning, yeah. Well, we Moonlight is Clench the Thrust.
It's the world's #1 Leave the Living cover band. We actually just do our own set. We just don't say that it's us. It's so that occasionally we can play 2 shows in the same area without screwing with each other's draw.
And nobody notices.
Well, they notice when we get on stage.
How did each one of you guys get into music? Main influences, what made you want to become rock stars living on the road, eating ramen?
Ramen, so good. Especially when you can't afford water to boil it in.
Water's expensive.
It is.
To be totally
Thanks,
honest
Nestle.
with you, even as a drummer, I'm influenced very much so by the likes of Jimi Hendrix. Even though, even a guitarist, you know what I mean? That kind of
You have
persona.
similar hairstyle.
Well, thank you. That kind of persona, that kind of projection upon the world, you know what I mean? It makes a huge influence on somebody who even plays a totally different instrument. You know what I mean? That's personally what got me into it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, music has been part of my life as far back as I can remember. Started taking piano lessons really 7 years old.
Steve writes rap beats in his spare time.
I spent a good year of high school making rap beats, and then bass just kind of fell into place, hanging around these guys, listening to them, picked it up.
Yeah, my parents made me take piano lessons as well. I wasn't a huge fan on it, but my cousins they burnt a disc and they had In Flames, As They Dying, that kind of stuff on a Kill Switch Engage, and I'm just like, what is this? And I got hooked, and I'm like, I need to learn how to play guitar. So I picked up guitar, took a couple years of guitar lessons, and then learned on my own after that. So.
You probably have more theory than a lot of people have. You can read music.
Yeah, I'll probably forget all of it, but I can still play.
He's actually got a hugely popular YouTube channel, JoeZ24. It's him doing vocal covers and guitar covers, and it's funny because it goes all the way back to when he had no tattoos and really skinny
It's
arms.
true. I was a little child back then. I mean,
just screaming along to "Bullet for My Valentine."
No, a lot of those videos are very embarrassing, even though they've got almost 500,000 views, but they're very embarrassing. And
Joe's is actually more popular than us. In all seriousness, considerably more so.
How did you get into music?
Well, my dad taught me The Bear Went Over the Mountain, and then I pretty much took it on my own from there.
On recorder?
No, on acoustic.
Okay.
And then pretty much Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, and got into Pantera and Slayer, and just kind of made my own sound and about finding the things I like in music and being I can do this, and making my own sound of what I feel, and kind of just putting my feelings into the music. And
your feelings. Do you have a lot of feelings?
What's music without feelings?
His feelings,
right?
It is full of feelings.
Do you talk to a professional? I don't
just play my guitar.
I think you should.
The guitar is your professional.
It is,
right?
Bandcamp, SoundCloud, iTunes. We also have a new website. Probably should mention that. LeaveTheLiving.ca. It's got a store. It's got a bunch of pictures. Every photo, if you click on it, sends you to the photographer's page or whatever it is. So, yeah.
You can also download it. I'd go to kickass.to, great torrent site. You can download
Is it on there? I feel like we made it if it is.
I'll upload it tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's it for another episode of Extreme Metal Television. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. I'd also like to thank the entirety of the Extreme Metal Television family. Check us out on extrememetal.tv. And until next time, keep it metal.